Are flocking to various ports ahead of New Year's Day. We'll get some updates on the ground over the holiday rush. The government has hiked the suggested retail price for onions to 250 pesos a kilo. That's after prices of red onions more than doubled in some wet markets. And the health department said it will make minimal orders of bivalent COVID-19 vaccines by next year. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. More and more passengers are making last-minute trips at the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange ahead of New Year's Eve. Camille Samonte is reporting live on the ground. Camille, how's the situation there so far?
Jess, PITX is still filled with passengers going home to their provinces to celebrate the new year. There was a bit of a hold-up in today's operations after some passengers brought firecrackers to the terminal. Many passengers here in PITX decided to take a nap while waiting for buses heading to their respective provinces. Most of them arrive at the terminal as early as 6 in the morning to secure tickets. Meanwhile, some passengers opted to book online to secure their seats and avoid long queues. However, there is still a number of chance passengers going to Bicol. According to the PITX management, bus rides will still be available on New Year's Eve, but operations will be limited. The management also reminds passengers that firecrackers are not allowed inside the terminal. That's after police confiscated firecrackers that were packed inside the luggages of 4 passengers. So this comes as a reminder to commuters. Don't bring firecrackers if you're thinking of catching a ride here at PITX. Just as of 5 p.m., the number of passengers has reached 100,000. There's still quite a number of chance passengers bound for Bicol, and they may still have to wait until midnight to get a ride. Jess?
All right, thank you very much for those updates against Camille Samonte reporting live from Parañaque. The IATF is set to discuss measures to address the possible impact of soaring COVID-19 cases in China. The task force will review current border controls, particularly for Chinese travelers. Guidelines approved by the IATF will still need the approval of the president. The chief executive earlier said that additional science-based COVID-19 restrictions may be imposed. President Bongbong Marcos' state visit to China next year is expected to boost the Philippines' tourism and export sector. The Federation of Filipino-Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry told The Big Story that the president's state visit could yield partnerships over infrastructure, agriculture, and tourism. Marcos Jr. is expected to fly to China next week.
We'd like to attract more Chinese tourists to come over to the Philippines. You know that Chinese has around 150 million to 200 million people going out of the country every year. That is before the pandemic. But we hope that we can get a bigger chunk of these Chinese tourists coming here.
The group also sees more agricultural exports to China after President Marcos' visit. The group said the Philippines will most likely export durian, rice, and bananas.
As far as agriculture is concerned, because China has already relaxed the quarantine protocol on durian, so we hope to export as many durian as possible. And as far as we are concerned, we would like also to export our premium rice to China.
The new suggested retail price for red onions takes effect today. President Bongbong Marcos said the commodity should now be priced at 250 pesos per kilo in markets. He added that the Trade Department will monitor SRP compliance to control prices and ensure supply. The new SRP comes on the back of red onions being sold for as much as 700 pesos in wet markets. The president is also looking at proposals to have smuggled onions sold at a cheaper price in Kadiwa stores.
But there are some legal legal issues to doing that immediately. So we're still working on that, but we will keep the prices down by monitoring what's happening in our palengke.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us here on One News Now. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. New Year celebrations can be stressful for pets since they are sensitive to loud noise. Let's get tips on how to welcome 2023 minus the stress for pets in this report.
Noisy and smoky. This is the usual scenario every New Year's Eve. But while people are celebrating, pets are normally stressed. This as dogs and cats are 5 times more sensitive in hearing than humans. This is why fur parent Berna has prepared the plastic and cloth she will use to cover the cages of her dogs. Some of them will stay inside her room.
Ayaw naman kasi namin silang ilagay sa mga hotels, yung ganyan. So, gusto rin namin syempre kasama nila kami. So, siguro talagang joint force kami sa kwarto.
Karen also came prepared for her 25 dogs.
Early pa lang, papakainin na namin, papaihiin na namin sila, ilalabas na namin, tapos papadumihin na. Tapos para pag dumating yung time na may firecrackers or mga paputok na ganyan, medyo relaxed na sila.
Aside from covers, she also does what is called the anti-anxiety wrap for dogs. This aims to lessen the stress on dogs when there's too much noise. Veterinarians also approve of this. There are also other ways to keep your pet stress-free on New Year.
We can start by desensitizing them. Pwede natin silang slowly expose sa mga maiingay or ilalabas natin sila sa bahay para masanay sila sa mga sounds and unusual noises.
To avoid stressing your pets, there are also other ways to make noise on New Year. One option is to use electronic firecrackers. These are much cheaper than actual fireworks. They are also eco-friendly. It costs around 1,500 pesos and can be used multiple times. Speakers can also be a source of noise this year. In Raon, Quiapo, speakers cost 800 pesos to 5,000 pesos. Some even have colorful lights when turned on, which can be used for sound trip or even karaoke. For News 5, Gerard de la Peña, we are One News.
Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. Death toll from the widespread flooding in Visayas and Mindanao has gone up to 44. Damage to infrastructure has hit over 1 billion pesos, while damage to agriculture is estimated at 234 million pesos. The Health Department is set to make minimal orders of the bivalent vaccines in a bid to reduce vaccine wastage. These shots are expected to arrive in the country by the first quarter of next year. And Brazilian football icon Pelé has died at 82. Reports state that he died from multiple organ failure associated with colon cancer. Pelé is one of the greatest football players of all time, having won 3 World Cups for Brazil. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.